Guys, it's Quana back again with another Her Real review. Hope you guys are doing awesome. All right, so this time I'm going to be coming to you with a new action flick. Don't get the chance to review too many of those, but I had the opportunity to catch an early screening of this one from the world of John Wick, Ballerina. This is the fifth John Wick movie, but it's set in between the third and the fourth movie. And it stars Ana de Armas, Lance Reddick, Keanu Reeves, Norman Reedus, Anjelica Huston, Ian McShane, Gabriel Byrne. And it is all about a young woman who witnesses the brutal and horrific death of her father at the hands of a mysterious cult. She is then taken in by Ian McShane's character to meet with the director, where she is trained in the ways of the Romaresca. She then tries to seek revenge against the cult who killed her father. I am a complete noob in the world of John Wick. I have not seen any of the John Wick movies. Shocking, I know, because I actually do like Keanu Reeves. You know, his acting comes and goes in waves, and this is the perfect vehicle for someone of his skills. Now, we'll say that this movie actually does make me want to watch the John Wick movies, which I'm always of the opinion that sometimes I can take action, sometimes I'll leave it, and most of the time I feel like a passenger princess watching action movies with my husband so that he can be entertained. This was an opportunity to see it for free and to take him along on a date night, and it was a really decent movie. Some would say mid, but I would say passable as an action movie. Listen, the acting is about what you would expect in this type of a movie. It's one of the last appearances of Lance Reddick, who actually doesn't have a lot to do in this film. Keanu Reeves makes a guest appearance, which gives his, typical stoic performance. Norman Reedus is in here so quick that you can blink and miss it. I was like, hey, Daryl, where you been? And I think that, of course, the stronger performance is, of course, Ana de Armas, but we don't get a chance to see much of her character outside of the singular motivation to get revenge. But I feel like that's kind of all you need in an action movie, unless you're going for gold, right? So we're going to give the action kind of a B rating, a low B rating. Action wise, the movie did a great job. Fight scene choreography was good, and there were a couple of sequences that were original, albeit not so believable. And there's one particular scene that has to do with fire and water. I love a good parallel, but for me, it was really giving Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows, Harry's big fight against Voldemort. And then we come to plot armor. Like most of these big budget action movies, there is plot armor for days. Several times in watching the movie, I really felt like the main character should have been completely. They want us to believe that she is this incredibly skilled fighter. They make sure that we know she's not necessarily as big and bad as John Wick, because hello, this is still the world of John Wick. Don't forget whose name comes first in the moniker. But at the end of the day, she, is coming across as if she's very competent. There are some scenes where she does that better than others. I will say that. It feels very much, in the words of my husband, like a Fast and Furious type film with regards to the action, except for instead of cars, we've got knives and guns. But all in all, it was entertaining. I didn't fall asleep. I didn't get bored. It could have probably been 10 minutes shorter and I would have enjoyed it a bit more. But all in all, it was a decent film to watch. Now, whether or not you go see it in the theaters, I think depends on how much you really love action and whether or not you've already seen the new Mission Impossible movie, because I would bet my hat, my last good hat, that is probably the better of the two movies. But if you really like action, I think that you'll find an entertaining time. This is a good old-fashioned popcorn flick, and if you decide to wait to see it in streaming, it's still one I think you should check out. Like I said, it really made me, someone who's unfamiliar with the John Wick universe, want to go in and watch the movies. So my question to you is, which is your favorite of the John Wick movies, and maybe I will review those later on the channel. All right, as always, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to check out some other videos on the channel. If you haven't liked and subscribed, why haven't you done that lately? Do you not like teachers? Do you not like women? What is the problem with you? And I'll see you guys in the next video. Toodles.